What's your love story? What was your when you know moment? Does anybody feel like they found their other half? I found my other half when I was 15. Well, he found me. At the time, he was dating my best friend, who I had a crush on. He and I barely knew each other. I just knew him as the guy dating my friend. One day he came to me for relationship advice, which I later found out was actually an excuse to talk to me because he had a crush on me. But him coming to me for relationship advice kick-started everything. We started talking more, and I started spilling my guts to him, even though I barely knew this man. A few days after he had come to me for relationship advice, he and my friend ended up breaking up because it didn't work out and we were still talking. And then the weekend started, and we were still talking, and he had asked me if it was bad that he wanted to be with somebody else so soon, and I told him no, if you've already moved on, it's not that big of a deal. This was also the same moment when I started realizing I had feelings for him, and I told myself I was going to stay single for a year because I already had back-to-back relationships since I was in 6th grade, technically 7th, because I don't really count the relationship in 6th grade as my first, but anyways, I just needed a break. But apparently that wasn't going to happen, because the next thing I knew, I was dating the guy who was dating my friend, who I had a crush on, and it just felt right. It even felt right when he said, "I love you" on the first day, and I said, "I love you" back. It even felt right when we were hanging out after school on the second day and we were playfully arguing over if I was cute or not, which is an argument we still have to this day. And he looked down at me and asked if he could kiss me, and I was so shocked because this was the first relationship where I was asked to that. After a while, I managed to say yes. So many people were against us dating because they thought that I was a rebound, but we're still together 4 years later. I proposed to him at our high school graduation last year, and now we're engaged. There honestly wasn't really a specific moment that made me realize he was the one. It was more a collection of moments. What I call sparks became a wildfire. It was just tiny little sparks here and there that one day fully erupted into a wildfire. I'm pretty sure throughout high school, we were known. I have a feeling we were that couple because we were always with each other, always glued to each other's sides. You could never see us apart unless we had to go to our classes. Like, you may not have known us personally, but you knew us because we were always together. It's why it was so funny when 2 of our ex-friends tried to spread a rumor that we weren't dating anymore in our senior year. It's like trying to convince people the sky is purple. He has been my rock since day one and has helped me through so much. When we started dating, I was struggling with depression, which at the time I didn't know was depression. I just knew I wasn't doing well, and he helped pull me out of the darkness. He's the reason why even when I'm having a bad day, I still have a smile. He gave me his hand and offered to help me out of the darkness, and I took it. He gave me a reason to keep going even when I was struggling. I could go on for hours talking about him. And I always look at him and just wonder how the hell I got so lucky to find someone at such a young age who treats me the way I should be treated and has been doing that since he was 14. Someone who makes me laugh all the time and is the reason I always have a smile on my face.